Hello. I tried to do like a full spin so that reveal would have been cooler, but I'm kind of in a tight spot, so kind of annoying. Welcome back to the Porter Says podcast, everybody. I hope you've been doing well. I want to thank you so much for tuning into another episode. In this one, I'm going to be doing my second Q&A. And I saw that I did an announcement video about a week or two ago. Try and get some questions. And I've got about 7 or so questions. A couple, again, are from people that I know. One person I don't know really at all. And then, got a few from Dad. Always have to get Dad to help out with the questions. And then, pretty exciting, one from Porter himself. And I believe he actually sent in a video. Somehow he managed to do that. He's getting smarter and smarter by the minute. So I'm going to go with the TikTok questions because I got a couple on there. So let's go. So the first question on TikTok was, what are your thoughts on the new Odyssey movie coming out? And what what do you think about the cast, and will we get a podcast episode on it? So in terms of how I feel about the Odyssey movie, the trailer looks pretty good. I think it has potential to be a really, really good movie. I don't personally know a ton about the story. The cast looks exceptional. Like, they've got so many people in there, like Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, and many, many others. It's another Christopher Nolan movie, and I think it has the potential to be one of his best. And I saw that they released the runtime for it, and it's just under 3 hours, which is nice. I think it's shorter than Oppenheimer, which is great. And yeah, you will most likely get a podcast episode on it. I think that probably would have a lot of content to talk about. So, and the second and final question from TikTok is, who would you want as a guest spot? I think the question actually did say on in the comment section of that video, like, what is your dream guest? So I just kind of took that. Tough, because if we're going based off people that I know in my personal life, I would like to have some of my friends on here at some point. I'd like to get my dad on here because he's one of the biggest reasons, or one of the main reasons I did this podcast in the first place. But if we're going in a whole other category of celebrities, or just much more famous content creators than me, and I'm not even really an official content creator, I'm an unofficial one. I would love to have Andrew and Alex from the Escape Pod on here. That, I think those guys are awesome at their job, and I think we would have a lot of really good debates. And celebrities, I would love to have Walker Scobell, who plays Percy Jackson. He's made a few appearances on podcasts, and he seems like he knows his movies and TV shows very well. I'd love to have Daniel Radcliffe. I'd love to have, I don't know, I'm trying to think. I don't know. Those are the ones that I can just think of off the top of my head. That's basically what I would say. I'd say, Alex and Andrew, and then Walker Scobell, Daniel Radcliffe, maybe Amanda Seyfried or something. I don't know. These are just things that I know are never going to happen, but I would like to have them on here. Okay, so question from on YouTube is from a mate of mine. He says, "Hi Heath, do you think that the new Lord of the Rings movie will do the original trilogy justice? It's always been one of my favorite trilogies, so I'm pretty skeptical." I'm actually really excited for this new Lord of the Rings movie, The Hunt for Gollum. I'm a diehard fan of the Middle-earth franchise. I could easily do a whole podcast episode on those movies alone, because there's so much to talk about considering the fact how long those movies are. Yeah, I love the world, and I think the cast is going to be awesome. I think it will. I am also skeptical at the same time, because it has been years since we got a live action Middle-earth movie. I know you've got the Rings of Power TV show, and then you've got that animated Lord of the Rings movie that came out a year or two ago, but in terms of one that is set around the time of where Aragorn is, and with like Gollum. You got Ian McKellen coming back and Elijah Wood. Like, this is gonna be, I think it has potential. Alright, so we're getting towards the end. I know this is a bit of a shorter Q&A, but you know, I don't have a big enough of a following to have more. So, alright, so I got 2 questions from my old man. I'm gonna go with this one here first. Who was the best Spider-Man and why? I hate this question in a way, because I've actually taken the not motto, but I've taken the whole thing that Andrew from the Escape Podcast says, is that I refuse to choose a favorite anymore. I feel like, kind of like him, I know he has, sorry if I've mentioned these guys a lot, but he has said that he's been asked that question so many times because he wears the Spider-Man hoodie in almost every episode that they've done. And I'm kind of like, I'm the big Spider-Man fan in the group of my friends that I have here. So I feel like I've gotten asked that question a lot. And at some point, yeah, I just took the whole thing like him. Like, I just refused to choose because all 3 of them really bring something to the role. But also, it could depend on what day you ask me. For now, I am probably going to say Tom Holland, really. If I had to, I would say he probably is the best one and my personal favorite. And this other one, your top 5 least favorite Harry Potter characters. Top 5? Oh, okay. Umbridge is 1. I think would be everybody's answer. Lavender Brown, the character annoys the piss out of me. I can't think of another 3. Honestly, I think I'm just going to go with Umbridge and Lavender, really. I think those characters are really, really irritating. Like, Lavender Brown is more on the side of just like this annoying schoolgirl who just won't shut up and just keeps going, oh, my 1-1, and won't leave everyone alone. That being said, in the final movie, when she is... I think, spoiler alert, for a movie that came out over like 15 years ago, but when she is killed by Greyback, I do kind of feel something, because like, even though I wasn't like the biggest fan of her character, I didn't really want her to die. And finally, the question from Porter himself. And he asks...
Hey Heath, I have a question for you. What is your favourite movie about dogs?
That's a good question, Porter. What is my favourite movie about dogs? You couldn't have come up with a more creative question, really? I mean, I know you're a dog, I get it, but... Favorite movie about dogs. You know, the funny thing is, I try to avoid a lot of those movies sometimes because I hate when dogs are killed or die, whatever, in movies. Like, I just bawl my eyes out. I mean, in terms of just, like, fun movies, like, Cats and Dogs is a really fun one. Like, it's kind of a shitty movie, but it's still fun. Oh, well, frankly, I haven't rewatched these in a while, but I grew up watching the Air Bud movies, or the Air Buddies films with like the little pups. Those were really fun, and I still, from memory, would enjoy getting a kick out of them because those puppies are so damn cute. I guess that's all I can think of. I mean, there's ones that I have watched once or twice as a kid, probably more. There's movies called the Shiloh films, which is about like a beagle, but I barely remember them, so I couldn't tell you if that would be my favorite. So if I had to pick now, it'd probably be Cats and Dogs. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of fun Q&A and that question from Porter, which was unoriginal, but you know, what can you do? Hope you consider like, sharing, and subscribing to this channel, and check out all my other episodes if you have not seen them. And I hope you have a really good rest of your week, guys. Take care.